For as long as humanity has gazed up at the night sky, a question has lingered, not just in our minds, but in our hearts. Are we alone? Beneath the stars, with their flickering, infinite presence, we wonder whether there are others like us, scattered across the cosmos, looking up at their own sky, asking the same question. Perhaps they, too, are reaching out, as we are, seeking connection, seeking meaning in the vast expanse of space. Today, with the tools of modern science and technology, we no longer have to simply wonder. We can reach out. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, is humanity's attempt to answer that most ancient and profound question: are we alone? It is a pursuit that transcends borders, transcends nations, and reaches to the very core of what it means to be human. It is about our deep-seated desire to understand, to explore, and to make sense of our place in this vast, infinite universe. Across the globe, massive radio telescopes point skyward, their delicate ears listening for a whisper in the cosmic silence. These instruments, standing tall in desolate places, are humanity's first real attempt to make contact with something beyond our world. The universe is vast, filled with radiation, light, and noise. But within this chaos, there may be something more, something purposeful, intentional, perhaps a signal from a distant civilization, reaching out through the stars, calling to us across the depths of space. Every beep, every burst of static is an opportunity. Every moment spent in silence could be the moment when we first hear from the cosmos, when we first realize that we are not alone. Every scientist at the controls, every data point analyzed, represents a step toward the extraordinary, toward an answer to the question we've been asking for millennia. The waiting, the uncertainty, the profound anticipation, they are part of this journey as we listen, not just for radio waves, but for the heartbeat of the universe itself. But our search is not confined to signals alone. The cosmos holds more than just empty space. It holds potential. There are billions of planets out there, worlds we can only dream of, worlds orbiting distant stars, perhaps even similar to our own. Many of these worlds exist in what we call the habitable zone, regions where liquid water might exist and where the conditions might be right for life to arise. The discovery of such planets, exoplanets, has radically changed our understanding of the universe. Once, we believed Earth was the only world where life could exist. Now, it seems possible that life is not a rarity, but a cosmic possibility. Today, astronomers are discovering thousands of these distant worlds, many of which are strikingly similar to Earth. Some are rocky, some are warm, others may even have atmospheres that could harbor life. Each discovery brings with it a sense of awe, a realization that the universe, far from being a barren void, could be teeming with possibilities, teeming with life in forms we may not yet understand. And while we have not yet found life, every discovery brings us one step closer to the realization that the universe is alive, not just with stars, but with the potential for life itself. But even with all our progress, the challenge remains daunting. The universe is so vast, so immeasurably large, that even if a signal from another civilization exists, it may be light years away. The sheer distances involved make communication between intelligent beings a monumental task. The signal may come in the form of a simple pulse, a flash of radio waves that could pass unnoticed. And even when a signal is detected, doubt remains. Is it truly a message from another civilization, or just another artifact of cosmic noise? And so, the work continues. Inside these control rooms, teams of scientists sift through the data, testing hypotheses, verifying anomalies. Each new signal brings with it excitement, but also a quiet caution. The search is fraught with uncertainty. Each signal analyzed is a possibility, a potential answer, but also a reminder of just how far we have yet to go. We may spend years listening, waiting, searching, and yet the breakthrough might be just around the corner, hidden behind another layer of cosmic mystery. But we are not the first to dream of life beyond Earth. Visionaries like Carl Sagan inspired us to look up with wonder, to see the stars not as distant, unreachable points of light, but as beacons of possibility. Sagan once said, "The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff." In those words, he captured something profound, that the very elements that make us who we are, the elements that form our bodies, our minds, and our planet, were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. We are not just observers of the universe, we are intrinsically a part of it. The question of life beyond Earth is not just about finding others. It's about understanding our shared origins, our place in the grand story of the cosmos. And yet, the scale of the universe is daunting. There are stars so distant that their light takes billions of years to reach us. There are galaxies so far away, we may never glimpse them in our lifetime. And with each discovery, we realize just how small we are. But perhaps, in that smallness, lies our greatest strength. For it is the vastness of the universe that fuels our curiosity, that drives us to ask the questions, to seek out the answers that could change our very understanding of existence. The search is a journey, not just through space, but through time, through our own collective history and future. And despite the odds, we press forward. SETI continues to advance, constantly improving its technology, refining its methods, and expanding its reach. New telescopes are being built, new algorithms are being developed, and new partnerships are forming across the globe. Each new advance is another step closer to an answer. The journey may be long, but it is one we take with purpose, with passion, and with hope. For we know that every signal we hear brings us closer to the truth, and even in the silence, there is meaning. And the search is not just for scientists. It is a search that belongs to all of us. The work of SETI has inspired millions to join the effort, whether through citizen science projects, public outreach, or simply through a shared sense of wonder and curiosity. People from every walk of life, every corner of the earth, are contributing to this great quest. It is a reminder that the search for life is not just a scientific endeavor. It is a human one, a collective effort that binds us all together in the pursuit of something greater than ourselves. But what if we never find the answer? What if the search goes on for centuries, with no signal, no sign, no proof of other life? Even then, the search would have been worth it. Because the question, "Are we alone?" is not just about finding others. It is a question that forces us to look inward as much as outward. It compels us to examine what it means to be human, to understand who we are and where we are headed. In seeking answers about other civilizations, we are, in truth, learning more about ourselves. Perhaps, one day, we will hear that message, that signal from another world. Or perhaps, the journey itself will yield discoveries we cannot yet imagine. Until then, we continue to look up, driven by curiosity, by the unshakable belief that somewhere in the vastness of space, the answer awaits. An answer that may forever change our understanding of life, of intelligence, and of the universe itself. For as long as humanity has looked up at the stars, we have asked the question, "Are we alone?" And in that question, we find our purpose, our drive to explore, to discover, and to understand. The search for life beyond Earth is not just about finding others. It is about finding ourselves and our place in the infinite cosmos.